Even so, I can't just sit here and wait. I have to do something.
I swear, Raven, you'll get yourself killed one of these days. Sometimes I wonder if that's not what you want. But if it's south you want to go, if you want to take your war to the Azadi, then fine. You'll have my boat. I'll take you where you want to go. Now, you'll have to excuse me. We still have to unload the grain and move all the supplies into storage.
I'll come by later and give you a hand. I just have a few people I need to speak with first. Kara.
A moment, April. Please make sure the herbs are distributed to the lieutenants. They are each responsible for their group getting the medicine they need. April, thank the balance you escaped Mercuria and that Bryn and Chawan made it here with the supplies. Your efforts are much appreciated.
Kara, about Benrime, we need to do...
She put her life on the line for us. We won't forget that anytime soon. We'll sing her song at the tables tonight.
The Azadi will be keeping her alive until they can ship her west. They like to have a show trial before executing their prisoners. If I can take a dozen people with me south, I can...
You intend to take on the entire Azadi army by yourself? No, April. This war will have its victims, and you'll have to learn to live with that. You may have a death wish, but not everyone shares your lack of faith in the future. In time, we shall prevail.
I've dedicated my life to fighting the Azadi, Kara. What makes you say that I have no faith?
You've already given up your life. You don't fight because you want to destroy them. You fight to destroy yourself and your demons. Granted, your ferocity and guidance have strengthened us. The enemy fear and curse your name, and you've made them tread more cautiously in the north. But both you and I know you're not doing this for any greater cause. You're doing this because it's the only thing you have left. And I can't have you taking our people with you on a suicide mission.
So we let Benrime rot in prison, is that it? We let them take her to their country where she'll die because she helped us?
Yes, we do. Benrime isn't stupid. She knew the risks. She knew it was a dangerous game to play, and she played it as safe as she could. Unlike you.
I don't accept that. I can't leave her to die.
Accept it or not, you're not taking anyone south. We have enough trouble protecting our homes and our supplies. We can't afford another setback.
They're not your people. They make their own decisions.
That they do. And you may find that for once, you're on your own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other matters to attend to. I'll see you at dinner tonight, April. And thank you again for bringing us the supplies. Without them, we wouldn't have lasted through the winter.
My entire family was taken from me by the Azadi. For every loved one, I will slay 100 of them. 1,000!
The supplies are being distributed around town. We don't want to keep it all in one place, in case of trouble.
The Azadi will never find us here, will they? I don't want to run again. I'm tired of running.
Thank the balance you all made it home, Raven. We've seen this war claim too many lives already.
Naane?
April on. It brightens my heart and spirit to see you here, safe and in good health. We heard that you had escaped Marcuria, but I was worried nonetheless. And now the stars have brought you back to us.
How did you get out of Marcuria? I heard they shut all the gates and posted guards at all exits.
As a stowaway on trade ship bound for Khorasan, and on a leap first back north along the old pass. Azid was generous enough to share her mount with me.
I'm glad you're safe. Good thing Bryn and Chuan had just left with the supplies. They were the lucky ones.
The stars shine on all of us, April on.
What about our friends at the Journeyman? What about Benrime? I'm sure they don't feel so lucky right now.
Fortune often has a dark side, but there may still be a chance to aid the innkeeper.
What? How?
I have just been told that someone arrives from Marcuria with word of Benrime. He wishes to speak with you.
Who?
A stranger. A friend. A messenger. He wishes to meet with you on the West Pier. He will speak with you and no one else.
Are you sure this man is a friend? How did he find us?
Would I lie to you, Aprilon?
I'm sorry, Naane. Of course not. I trust you. I'll go right away. Listen, if it turns out this man has important information and I have to go back to rescue...
I would not let you walk alone, Aprilon. Go now. He arrives soon.
What's that? I think the celebrations might be getting out of hand. I need to speak with Kara about that. This is it. But where's the messenger? Who are...
What is that? Strange. Perhaps it was a message to... someone. I'm here. I have kept my part of the bargain. Now it's your turn.
I have done what you asked of me, Azadi. Your scorpion waits on that pier, alone.
Leave. If I ever see you again, my sword will kiss your throat.
For what I have done, I am already dead.
This is it. But where's the messenger? Who are... You? I remember you. From Marcuria, but you're the Azadi. What are you doing here? Have you been... Shit! You followed me here!
I swear by my sword I did not follow you. I came here by other means. I wish you no harm, mistress. You spoke to me with honesty back in the city, and I respect that.
So what the hell are you doing here? If you brought soldiers with you... There's civilians here. Women and children.
I did not bring any soldiers. I am alone.
Then why...
Please, let me explain. I'm an apostle. We are missionaries. We bring the word of the goddess to unbelievers. But we do so with cold steel and swift death, instead of sermons and prayers. We are the last resort, and we are feared. I have never before doubted the righteousness of my mission. The goddess is the one true deity, and we must bring her light to the darkest places. And yet, I have seen and heard many things in my brief time here in the Northlands. I have seen with my own eyes how ignorance and fear are leading some of my people astray, how arrogance and distrust threaten to corrupt our mission. I have witnessed deeds of which you spoke so passionately when we first met, that have lifted a veil from my eyes. Does the goddess, in her infinite and unquestionable wisdom, truly want us to commit these deeds on sovereign peoples in these sovereign lands? When we last met, mistress, your words awoke something inside of me. I have never questioned my mission or my faith. To do so would be to question my entire existence. And still, now that we meet again, I'm reminded of the parting words of an old friend. Words dismissed too quickly. And I find myself torn.
Bravo. That's a very convincing speech, Apostle. You almost had me going there for a moment. But the fact is, you're an enemy assassin. You're in our city, and you didn't come here to talk to me.
I am an assassin, and my mission is plain and undisputable. Only, I believe now that the goddess has led me here for another reason. Led me to you. Why else would she have brought us together? First in Marcuria and now here, if it wasn't to show me, show us, a different path.
Sorry, I don't believe in destiny or divine intervention. Not anymore.
I believe that some things are meant to happen. Call it destiny. Call it the will of the goddess. Call it chance. But do not call it coincidence.
So what now? You expect me to just let you walk out of here? To accept that you've seen the light?
No. Yes. I don't know what to think anymore. I only wish to speak with you for a little while longer. To understand. To open my heart to a different truth. I believe the goddess wishes to speak to me, and not to those who would interpret her word to suit their needs.
And what's your goddess telling you?
That my path, a path I have never even considered questioning until this moment, may be one that leads into shadows, and not into light.
Look, if you came here to find enlightenment, Azadi, you've come to the wrong person.
The name is Kian, mistress. I cannot claim that I came here to find enlightenment, quite the opposite. Yet now I'm starting to see that a great injustice may have been done to the peoples of the Northlands. If that is so, it's my duty to help undo the damage.
You're planning on turning against your own?
I will never take up arms against those I have sworn to protect. But I intend to return to Sadir and inform the Six, our empresses, about what goes on in the provinces.
Why?
Because it is not right. It is certainly not the will of the goddess. And it is a betrayal of everything I have been taught to believe in.
I still don't understand, Kian.
Faith, mistress. I feared I was losing it, but I was wrong. My faith is as strong as ever. It may quite simply have been misplaced.